I'm Dylan, and this is Twisted Wrench Garage. Thanks for joining me again on another episode of Twisted Wrench Garage, guys. So another video here. We're getting a few things done and getting prepped for the car show that's coming up this Saturday, the Southern Plains National Mopar Association show, or whatever it is. The same show I took this truck to the first year I had it, or the first show I took it to after I got it. Because I bought it for $750. I spent about 2 weeks getting it back up on the road and roadworthy. Then I drove it out there. This truck sat, like I said, 18 years in the field. Did some stuff to it, got it up and going, took it out to that car show. And that was the first goal I set for myself when it came to this project. I find that if you set goals for yourself to reach and then stick with them, you'll get them done. We went ahead and I did go ahead and pull out the old tachometer out of this thing, because I'm pretty sure this one doesn't work. And I'll keep a hold of this one. I might test it one day again. I just didn't really feel like it. I know this one here works. This is I got this one from my Uncle Chai. This came out of his Dodge Ram Charger. He got a bigger one with a light on it because his truck is more of a drag truck. So he wants to have a bigger display and a shift light and those kind of things. So he did go ahead and give me this one. I know this one works. I saw it working. So I'm going to go ahead and get this thing wired up and kind of show you guys how I'm going to do it. Show you guys a few tips and tricks when it comes to the wiring, those kind of things. I've done a few wiring jobs, I think, on the channel. I've got some wire I've already got pulled out. I'm going to start getting those soldered here so I have some longer wire to work with. But when it comes to wiring up the tachometer here, the green wire is definitely your coil wire. That's going to be going to the positive side of your coil. Then you've got your good engine ground. You got a 12-volt ignition source, and then you got your interior light switch. This goes to your lights. So it's really not a hard job to wire these up. But like I said, I thought I'd share some tips and tricks for you, kind of go over what I'm doing. Tomorrow, I've actually picked up some more stuff to get some more stuff done to the truck, but nothing like too super in depth or anything. I'm actually going to go through and give it a little detail job, and I'd like to get the interior door lights working, but I mean, I'm trying to figure out the wires that go over here to this door. I found in the book here. I was looking through it. It says that I'm supposed to have a black with a blue stripe wire with a white wire going to the door jamb switch to both sides, and I found the black wire with the blue on it, but the other ones that are next to it are a black with a yellow line and a solid yellow, and I don't know if that solid yellow used to be white, and I don't have a bulb. I forgot to grab a bulb for the interior light, so probably going to put that off for now, and then I'll just pick up a bulb later on if I'm out and about, and then maybe try to get that fixed for tomorrow. After we get done detailing the truck, because I want to clean the whole truck. I want to get it all nice and shiny and get it dressed, pressed, and ready to impress at the car show. I mean, I know it's nothing like a crazy show truck or nothing, but I personally like the truck. I really want to show it off. I've got really good compliments on it, but I'm super excited to take it back out to that car show. And again, Southern Plains National Mopar Show. It's going to be at the Thunder Valley Raceway in Noble, Oklahoma. It's going to be Friday night. It's going to be like a meet and greet kind of deal in Norman, Oklahoma. I'm not going to actually go to that because that's going to be in Norman, and then they're going to be driving out to Thunder Valley to do some races. But then there's another group that's going to be meeting up at another location. They're going to be hanging out for the evening, kind of doing like a little group hangout kind of deal there. And then Saturday from 6 a.m. till 11 a.m., from my understanding, the car show is going to be on. So it's all Mopars, Chrysler, Plymouth, Dodge, Jeep, Anything that's Chrysler product is going to be at that show. Last year they had a dyno, portable dyno there to check the engine power for people if they wanted to run their vehicle on the dyno. They had concessions, obviously. They also had the drag strip open for anyone who wanted to test the tune, those kind of things. But I thought I'd share with you guys. I'm going to be out there Saturday, showing off my truck, trying to promote the channel. If you guys can, please come out and hang out. It's going to be a blast. Like I said, last year I went. We had a great time. Got to see a lot of really cool vehicles, a lot of cool trucks, a lot of cool cars. I saw some really cool looking little red expresses. There was a few of these trucks out there, not including mine and my uncle's. I think there was like maybe 3 or 4 other ones, maybe 5. I'd love to see more of these trucks out there at these shows. So bring your rides. If you have a Mopar, bring a ride out. Come out, hang out, take a look at some vehicles, watch some races, eat some good food, and enjoy the weekend. But other than that, let's go ahead and get jumped into this, and we will start getting the tachometer going on. Alright guys, so the first step in what I'm going to do when it comes to wiring this tachometer up, I went ahead and got like an equal length of each of the wire colors that I'm going to need. I went ahead and went after Riley's and grabbed some different wiring and some butt connectors and things. I went ahead and just stuck it through a hole over there, got it clamped. Got it in my drill, and here's what I'm going to do to make it to where it will spool up good for me. Even these out a little bit better. I also don't want to have it twisted all the way to the end right there, because I do want to. I am going to end up cutting this shorter based off of what I need. But after you put it in your drill here, you just put it all the way to the end so you have some leeway that isn't going to get twisted. And you just start twisting it up. Now it's going to get shorter as you do this, but that gives us a lot better of a harness when it comes to wiring it up. And it'll come unspooled a little bit when you come undone, but I mean that right there, that's our spool and wire for our tachometer. Nice and twisted. I can actually tape that up, which I'm actually going to do right now, kind of keep it together. And grab some of that. Because I'm going to actually get these soldered onto those. Because those actually have connectors in the back of that tachometer. The other one, the wires just went straight into the tachometer. But after you spool it, you can put your electric tape on. Make it look a little bit better. It's just the little things that you do that really make the biggest difference when it comes to these rides, guys. And that right there, you get a nice little harness going. So this is our tachometer harness. And this will just get wrapped and adjusted to however long we need it. So I'm just going to stop right there, because this is what's going to go up to my tachometer, and this is my other end. This is going to be going through the dash, through the firewall. I just want to put a couple more little spots of tape in the middle here, and that'll keep it from unraveling on me while I'm working with it. So throw a little wrap right there. Throw a little wrap right here. And then we'll throw one at the end too. How about that? We've got plenty to work with here. This will make it easier for us to run it through whatever we want to run it through. So there you go. That's an easy way to get your harness all twisted up, kind of like they do from the factory. I learned that when I was installing stereos when I used to live in Kansas. Cool little trick. But let's get this all soldered up to this tachometer, and I will bring you guys back, show you what I'm working with. And just like that, we have a harness all taped up and looking nice, soldered, and then we've got our extension. So we'll go ahead and get in here and we'll get this ran through the truck and we'll start getting stuff connected. Alright guys, got it all installed. It is in its mounting spot, nice and firm, not going to be moving around a lot. I can still rotate it a little bit if I need to. Lights are working on it. Got the lights working. I'll show you guys, show it to you guys working here. It goes through a little cycle. Let me turn the light on for you here so you guys can see it. So it'll go through its little cycle. And there it's working. Heck yeah. And then it keeps its last RPM whenever you shut it off, which is kind of cool. So if like, I guess if the engine blows or something, it'll keep track of what RPM you were at or whatever. But let me see if I can get my light on here. There we go. I did go ahead and get that wire loom that I made up for it tucked back behind the dash. I've got some T connections that I picked up at O'Reilly's. Not, like I said, I'm not a huge fan of these style of connections, but I'd rather use this than anything else. So teed in for the lights here for the white wire. Went ahead and tied into 12 volt accessory when the key is on, and then stays on when it's in the run position. Got our ground hooked up right here. And then I may have told you on the coil that you need to hook that up to the positive side of the coil. But don't listen to me. It actually goes to the negative side of the coil. I looked at the diagram wrong. So, but that right there got that back up and going. So that may mean the other one was working fine too, or it may work. So I'm gonna try it out eventually, and maybe I can put that on Jason's truck. But yeah, and I'm super excited to get that in. So now it's time to get a little cleanup in here going. I want to get a stereo in here at some point soon, because not having radio in here kind of sucks. I think I'm just going to run a 4x10 speaker in that dash for now until I can build my custom speaker box that I want to build, and that'll be another video for one day. I'm going to enlist Jason's help to get that done. So I'm going to go ahead and get this underneath here cleaned up, get the fuse panel zip tied. One other thing I'd like to mention is I did that 12 volt accessory wire you guys saw me connect with a T. That is connected to the radio fuse on the non full 12 volt side. That way if it pops a fuse, it'll blow the radio fuse rather than going through the whole system. And then I'll also tie into that for the radio as well. But alright, let me get that done and I'll bring you guys back, show you what it looks like underneath there. Alright guys, I just wanted to show you how I found the accessory wire for the ignition. So you'd have a 12 volt ignition. I found the radio, which is this 15 right here. So if you watch this little light, as I turn the key on, let me turn it on. Like, as you can see, I got touching it. And there you go, it's touching it. No light. Let me turn the key on. And you put it on the run position when you're doing this. And you hit that. And you see you got a light right there. So it tells us we got 12 volts accessory right there for our tachometer, and then our ground we just are hooking up to a ground. The light wire, you can actually find one of the dash lights and just actually tap into one of that one. Usually on these trucks, those wires are generally orange, as you can tell by that one right there. They're generally orange for the interior dash lights. Just stab your little pointy end here through one of the wires, pull your light switch, and then whether or not that turns the lights on or off, it'll actually light up this light inside this test light here. So definitely a good tool to have when you're installing any kind of electronics when it comes to your vehicle. So that gave us the ability to find the wires we needed to hook up our power and our light for our tachometer, and then we just, like I said, we hooked up our ground and then our negative or coil wire, the green wire, to the negative on the coil. So there you go. All right, we got it all back together. And she's looking back factory again. I did see up at O'Reilly's they do sell the radio install kit for $74 to like 2009 or something like that. So I may be picking up that kit whenever I get that radio. I may be checking on Amazon, seeing what I can find there, see what we can do in that. But I did go ahead and I zip tied the fuse panel up. Got the wires nice and hidden. You can't really even tell that something was added, really. So you can see there, that's the way she looks underneath there. I do need to clean off the carpets. That's going to be part of tomorrow's project. So tomorrow we're going to get to work on getting her detailed and getting her ready for Saturday. So see you guys then. Thanks for watching another episode of Twisted Wrench Garage with me, guys. Went ahead and got that tachometer installed. Went ahead and got the truck all nice and cleaned up. As you guys can tell, she looks awesome. I'm super happy with it. I didn't want to get a whole bunch of recordings of me sweating my butt off in the heat while you guys are watching me clean this truck. So went ahead and knocked it out, got it all nice and cleaned up, ready for tomorrow. Gonna drive it out there tomorrow morning. Hopefully I get to see you guys out there. Again, Southern Plains National Mopar Car Show happening at Thunder Valley Raceway from 6 a.m. to 11 a.m. tomorrow, and then they're going to be doing drag races throughout the rest of the day. Let me know in the comments down below if you'd like a t-shirt or a decal. Definitely have them available. We can get the prices to you as soon as you let me know when you want one. I think I'm going to do probably black and gray are probably the first starting two colors. But again, guys, thanks for watching. Been a pleasure to share with you guys. See you guys next time. Like, share, subscribe. Have a good one.